What's good, people? What's up? What's up? What's up? I know it's been a little half a second since I did a walk and talk with y'all. Been trying to get some things together, all that good stuff. So he's gonna kind of jump right in. So today we're talking about imagination, creativity. So how creative are you? Like, what's your imagination like? Like, when I think about it, like, some of the most prominent inventors and people who came up with crazy theories and philosophers and whatnot, they didn't have that much education. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, they didn't have that much education. Like Edison, he only had a few months of schooling, like 6 months or something like that. You know, Ford, I think he was only in school for about a year or a few years or something like that. You know what I mean? And all they did was use their creativity, their imagination. You know, just some examples or whatever, but everything that surrounds you was made through creativity and imagination and the drive to get something done. You know, this building, these cars, creativity, imagination. That's all it was. Like, all you gotta use is your big brain energy. That's it. You got an issue. How do issues get solved? Through creativity, through your imagination. With a little bit of education on the problem, use your creativity and your imagination to solve it. Excuse me, y'all, I'm a little out of breath today. I've been pushing a little bit harder than I normally do, which is why the sun's still shining and I'm walking home. And I got this hill to walk up. But your creativity and imagination. In fact, let me tell you something real quick. Let me share some scientific facts with y'all. Everything in this planet share two things in common. Those two things is that we are all made up of atoms and matter. Those two things, that's it. That's what connects everything on this planet. Is atoms and matter. Now, with that being said, sorry, I'm trying to cross this street. With that being said, there's a constant communication between the two, which means there's an endless amount of knowledge that's being constantly shared, which is why we're able to see and create the reality of, a street, a car, a wall, because those atoms and those matters constantly communicate with each other, right? So if you take that same idea and apply it to your creativity, there's literally an endless supply of knowledge to be gained strictly through your imagination. That's it. You take what's around you, you take in what's in your circumstance and outside of your circumstance, and build something new in your mind. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? So use that creativity. It's that simple. Just use your creativity. We got a lot of people out here making jewelry, making incense, cooking, doing hair. All of that is creativity. It's creating. That's what we do. We create. as humans. That's what we do. We create. You know, there's organic creativity and synthetic creativity. Organic creativity is putting something in your mind that you haven't seen before. You know, like for example, the person that created the screw, there was nothing that would hold shelves together and you know, certain parts and pieces together, like machines, in a solid fashion without the screw. It's that simple. That little thing completely changed how we build things and how long things last. But it took somebody's imagination and creativity to come up with that concept. Not only that, but the drive to actually make it. Somebody wanted their shelves to stay. You know, there's things that you can make with wood that can hold things together, but not nearly as long as a screw can. You know, so use your creativity. That's what you have it for. That's what you have this for. Whew. That's exactly what it's for. So your people call it mind's eye and all that stuff. You know, your third eye, your mind's eye, your inner self. It builds literally whatever you want, whatever you put your mind to, right? And through organic creativity. Now, synthetic creativity is something that a lot of you probably haven't heard of before. But synthetic, or is a term that you probably haven't heard before, but use it all the time. That's when you take what's already there and you create something else out of it, right? So let's say bricks are already made. So you don't need to find out how to make a brick. It's already there. What are you going to do with that brick? Okay, maybe you want to build a house. Maybe you want to build a well. You know, whatever you want to make with those bricks. You see what I'm saying? So you have, let's even say, okay, another example. There's already a house made and you feel like it could be more somehow. And what makes you feel like that is the imagination, your creativity. So you take the house that's already there and you add or subtract from it and make a bigger house or a smaller house or whatever you want to from it. It's limitless. You feel me? So this one's gonna be a short one today. I just wanted to kind of put a bug in your ear, because there's so much that you can do. Your potential is I could go on and on about it, man. The potential that you have through creativity alone is limitless. You can literally do anything you put your mind to. If you can envision it, and this is a serious thing. If you can envision it, it can be done. I'm gonna use myself for an example. October of last year, I weighed damn near 300 pounds. I was around 275, 280 in that area. And I was like, okay, I need to shed this weight. This is some bullshit. I need to shed my weight. And so I did that, you know, and I didn't do it just by the work alone, because just doing the work alone isn't going to keep me motivated to do that. So what I do all the time, every single day, is I envision myself. I use my imagination. I use my creativity. And I literally envision myself every single day, slim, fit, cut. I weighed myself a couple weeks ago, and hell, I'm at 231. I think I'm doing pretty damn good. And I keep grinding, and I keep pushing, and you know what? I'm gonna keep going. You feel me? And you can do the same thing. If you can put yourself mentally, if you can put yourself in the space that you want to be in. Yo, what's up, homie? What's up, best friend? But if you can put yourself in, literally in that surrounding of where you want to be, using your imagination, you're going to take yourself there and not even know it. But it has to be a conscious effort. It has to be something you consciously do every single day. Because otherwise, you're going to kind of be stuck and you're going to lose that edge of trying to better yourself. So if you're trying to, let's say, get a new car, nice car, what does it feel like to drive it? Imagine that. Put that in your head. What does it feel like to drive that car? What does it feel like to touch it? What does the inside of the car smell like? You got that new car smell, right? You behind the wheel. Feel that vibration beating through your chest. You got your music bumping. And can't nobody tell you nothing because you in your whip. Feels good. It feels amazing. So if you put yourself in that frame of mind, in that space, you can literally take yourself there in the future. However, you still have to work toward it. You still got to work toward it, because otherwise, you're just going to be dreaming. So even then, that's why rappers, they spit about making money all the time, because they're putting themselves in that situation. They're aligning themselves. They're aligning their spirits. They're putting the stars in alignment. They're putting the vibrations out into the universe. And in return, it comes back to you full throttle. And that's how it works. That's a secret that I learned. Ain't that something? I done shared y'all a secret. Man, I almost wanted to keep that to myself for a second. Shoot. And that's what a lot of these other folks, these quote unquote elitists, don't want you to know, is that, yo, all you got to do is put yourself in there. Put yourself in it mentally, and you will eventually get there. As long as you put in that work, as long as you keep that drive, as long as you keep that on it. You feel me? Let it come to you however it comes to you. Whatever it is you want. Use your creativity. Use your imagination to get it. That's what it's there for. Everything you see around me is made from creativity. Mailboxes, stop signs, fences, stoplights, all through creativity. And you can do the same thing with original thought. You solve problems just like that. So, man, I can't tell you how many times it took an out of the box type of thought to fix so many problems in my own life. You got to use that big brain energy, because we don't do just what's in front of us. Nah. That's not how we roll. We go what's in front of us, what's behind us, what's above us, what's below us, what's inside of us, all of that. Take it all in. because that's all a part of who you are. That's all a part of your reality. I don't even know what else to say after that. Sure. And I'm not just talking just to talk. I'm telling you what I know to be true. Because I've seen it with my own eyes. I put myself in many situations. Example, before I started DJing, I was making music. And one day I just happened to meet a young lady from a play that I was a part of. And we was hanging out, and she invited me to come to her house, so I went over there. Not expecting anything, but just hanging out. I get off the bus, and I just hear this blaring, just banging music. I couldn't figure out where it was, but the closer I got to her house, the louder the music was. So I got there, and it's her house that's blaring music. I'm like, yo, this is fire. What's going on here? And she's like, oh yeah, my dad's a DJ, and he's in there practicing right now. I'm like, word? Well, can we check that out? So we go inside, and I'm sitting there watching him. I introduce myself, of course, and he goes back to doing this thing, and I'm just watching. I'm watching, and as I'm watching, I literally, I'm trying to paint this picture for you, but I literally watched everything around me fall away into this space where I'm DJing, and there's just this sea of people vibing to my music. I'm spinning, I'm playing music, and everybody's dancing and jumping and hey, the whole nine. That's when I decided, okay, I'm about to do that. I'm about to DJ. So, oh man, I think I left my headphones. I left my headphone thing at the daggone job. Damn. Well, luckily it's gonna be there tomorrow. But anyways, that's when I decided to DJ. And I spent literally 2 whole years. My mom can attest to this. My grandma can attest to this, because I was in my room blasting music. My next door neighbor from back then can attest to it. I literally spent 2 whole years in my bedroom learning and practicing my DJing skills. And sure enough, I done DJ'd in Las Vegas. I done DJ'd all over Ohio. I done DJ'd in Florida. I done DJ'd in Africa. You know what I'm saying? The crowds going, hey. You know what I'm saying? That I envisioned it. I created that scenario in my head. I felt it in my chest. And listen, I made it happen. It happened. I don't know how else to explain your imagination and creativity and how that can literally put you in the same space that you were in your head. You feel me? Like, there's literally no other way I can explain that. Like, I was there in a space where music was playing, everything flew away, then I was literally in the same space. In my mind, I was DJing. I envisioned myself in front of a crowd spinning. 3.5 years later, guess what I'm doing? I'm in front of a crowd spinning. Before I had no idea how to DJ. I didn't know how to work a crowd, how to beat. I had zero DJing skills when I envisioned this, when I imagined this. Right? But because of my imagination paired with emotion, strong emotion, and the feeling that I have when I DJ, I made it happen. So with my story, I'm trying to tell you, there's no way that the same thing can't happen to you. You can do the same exact thing, whatever it is you want to do. But you have to see it for yourself first. You have to see yourself in doing that. And you have to want it. You have to really want it. Because if you don't, it's just going to be a thought. And it's going to go away like other thoughts. So, that being said, I hope I was able to inspire some people. I'm almost home now, so I got to kind of decompress. But I hope I was able to inspire some people to use their creativity and to shoot for the moon. I mean, like, don't even try to specify, oh, I want it like this and I want it to come to me this way. No. Just envision yourself doing it, feel it, want it, go for it, and don't worry about how it comes to you. It's going to come to you. But let it come to you the way that it's supposed to, the way that it's aligned for you to. Don't try to construct and try to control how it comes to you, because guess what? It's going to shoot right past you. You're not going to see it. So hold on to that feeling that you get when you see yourself doing it. That way, however it comes to you, when you get it, man, I'm trying to tell you, that's the best feeling in the world. I'm trying to tell you, whether it be, cooking and you want to start your own cafe, or you want to start your own food truck, or you want to get into the military and you grinding it out and you training, or you want to start your own daycare and you got the kids and you teaching the kids stuff. You want to run a bank. Now, I don't mean working at a bank that's already existing. I mean starting your own bank. If you want to start your own bank, go for it. If you can envision yourself starting a bank, I'm trying to tell you, do it. You feel me? So, again, do your thing. I hope I was able to inspire somebody out there that's watching. Peace, love, and unity and respect to everybody. I'm out. Take it easy.